In this tutorial, we're going to learn how to use the doc type, we are going to learn about self-closing tags and spacing, and we're going to learn about nesting tags. Let's get started. Hello and welcome to another CodeBrainer tutorial. I'm CodeBrainer, and this is another HTML5 tutorial part 2. Like I said earlier, we're going to learn about self-closing tags, we're going to learn what the doc type is, we're going to learn about spacing, and we're going to learn a little more formatting, such as nesting. So let's jump right in. Let's review what we learned last week in our first tutorial. So the main branch tags, the HTML closer, in between those, everything goes in between those. You got the head closer, the head closer tag right there, the opener body tag, and the closing body tag. Alright, now, I literally just said that nothing goes above the HTML tag. And while that is kind of true, it's also not. Because there is one tag that you can put up there. And that is the doc type tag. It's not really a tag, it's more of an explanation. It does take tag form, but it is literally an explanation, because there is an exclamation mark in the tag. So what you do is it's like a normal tag, but you would write doc type HTML. And right before that doc type, you would put in an exclamation mark. And the reason that we do this, it's not necessary, but you can do this to speed up loading time, because the browser can realize that the document type is an HTML, as opposed to PHP or something like that. So now that we have that declared, we're just gonna segue right into another self-closing tag, which is the P tag. So we're gonna go into our body, and then we're going to add an IMG tag. I'm sorry. So what the IMG tag is, it's image, as you might have guessed. So it's image, IMG, SRC, which is source, and then you put an equal sign, quotation marks, and then in the quotation marks you would put any image address, and that can be from the internet, that can be from your own computer. And we'll learn much more about that when we learn, have a whole tutorial on images. But right now, I just got an image off the internet that I did not rename. It's unknown.jpg. So I'm gonna write unknown.jpg. Remember, it's not the JPEG with no E, it is a JPEG with an E. I messed that up my first tutorial when I was drafting this. So, then you would close it. The thing is, though, you don't put another image tag because all the content is in the SRC, is in the source. So, you wouldn't put anything here. That's not a caption. There's a caption tag that you can put on, which I'm not going to. But, it's not necessary, so you can technically just leave it as this, and that's a self-closing tag. You couldn't do it for a while, though. It changed, like 10 years ago. You would have to do this. But that's the way it is. You can do it like this, but it is still a best practice to do this. It just makes things a little cleaner, a little more organized. So, now off to spacing. So, I'm going into spacing because spacing. So, I'm going into spacing because right after this, I'm going to do nesting. So, with spacing is, I'm going to put in a P tag, a paragraph tag, and then another closing P tag, all in my body. And I'm going to write hello, and then a bunch of spaces, and then world, and then a period. So, as you would think, the browser would probably, say, hey, let's do exactly what he says. And it would put that in, but it does not recognize all those other spaces, and there's a tag name. It's not a tag, it's something similar to it, but it's not, that you can put in there to add a few spaces for like a dramatic effect. I'm not going to tell you the tag now. Oops, that is my phone, I'm sorry. I'll have a separate tutorial on all that stuff later, but for now this is fine. So now let's save this, I saved it, and now I'm going to open this in Firefox, which is my default browser. And as you can see, the image is right here. It says hello world right here. But now what we're going to do is we're going to do nesting. So with nesting is that everything is nested within the HTML element. And what that means is that you can just indent it. And this is also not necessary. You don't have to do this. But it is, if you don't have that much code, then you should do this. It just makes things look a little cleaner. So now I can nest things in the body by indenting this. And now I have those nested. And if I save this again, and if I refresh the page, there's literally no change. So it doesn't recognize that, so that is fine. Let's add a title really quickly. Tutorial 2. Oh, I didn't add the title tag. Oops. Okay. Title. Nope. No capitalization. Title. And title. Alright. Save this again, and it should come out to be tutorial 2. So, thank you so much for watching. Comment, rate, subscribe. Another tutorial coming out next week. So I will talk to you guys then. Peace out. Bye-bye. Thanks for watching.